Now let's talk about absorption. I don't use this so often, but I use sometimes, of course. Just as all the time, it is important to see this in a bigger zone, not no man's land. If you could see the absorption in no man's land while trading, it could be just a sign of better to close your position. But let's go from the beginnings, yes, how to prepare the charts. I have here the supply, which has, as I prefer, the leg out with bigger volume than the base. Here we can recognize the missing this zone. So if price will go there once again, we could expect some filling of the limit orders and to find our entry based on the one same thing on our pattern as liquidity grab from equal highs lows or compression. In this case, we're looking on the equal highs, for example. Yes, because of the supply or the compression with push to the up. I also have marked here the demand zone. Yes, I will always show this, that the leg out, that big candle has a bigger volume than the previous one, so could be the demand. Even if it was broken, I am just looking for safety P. So if I expect some pullback, some filling orders, and I want to sell, I'm just checking the possible move if the position I want to enter is worth the risk. In this case, even from later entry, it is still like almost 30 pips. So big wave to catch. So a good opportunity could be if the entry criteria want to be met, of course. And yeah, I have here already some markups, but I want to explain what the absorption is. We see absorption on the footprint chart as a big disproportion on the volume on top or bottom of the candle. In this case, if I see the price is playing on the supply zone, it is good to see the absorption on top of the candle. So big volume from buyers, but no movement on price. This is very important to not just see high volume on top and just direct entry. We need to see the confirmation that price is really not moving, because it means that the market reached some point, and now in the supply zone, the sellers are providing their supply and absorbing buyers. So we can say that they are absorbing the demand. There's nothing more to buy, no more interest to push the price higher. At first, I want to show you here that this is once again our pattern. Price is compressing, and we see the shot to the upside with very high volume. How it looks like on the footprint chart. Prices in the supply, we see the negative delta. So this is the warning for us that something is going on. But as this is the compression move, we should wait for the final push. So even if the delta is negative, this is still not a signal. This is just a warning that probably something will happen. And later, if we can see really the high push, shift on the delta. Let's see on these differences from minus 60 to plus 124. And once again, big minus, and the huge move to the upside has a positive delta. Even wonderful setup, because we see here the finished auction, no more interest, and then enormous shift on delta from 48 to minus 268. So I would not be looking for entry directly here, because if we want to see the confirmed absorption, there should be no move on the price. So as here, yes, the price was ranging. And then when it started to go down, I would be looking for the retest, for calming down as a sign that really buyers has no interest, that really the sellers are absorbing this demand, and we can look for entry. So rule very similar, the decreasing volume on the retest. I marked here a lot of levels, because here it means how strongly the buyers wanted to go up. They stacked their orders. Volume was so played that we see this, that in this period of time there were really more buyers than sellers, and then the sellers reacted directly. This is the absorption. High volume, buyers want to go up, and they were stopped. So no move on price. So how it looked like here? We see the range. Then about the imbalance from the one of the last pushes after compression, there was the high volume attack to this imbalance. What is high volume attack with our low? The big probability that this level will be not holded, that the price will break it. So after rejection, price is coming back up. Once again, the buyers were absorbed, and I would honestly enter later. Yes, I don't see what is happening next, but I see once again big shift on this delta, and the volume decreased a lot. It's from 260 to the almost 80. This could be my safe entry, based on all the time same thing, the decreasing volume. So I could read this, that all these trapped buyers closed their position at break even, that they gave up, and the sellers are really strong enough. They're ready to take their position. And we see this here, big difference on volume. Volume decreased, and I would enter on this black doji with 3 pips SL. It could be dangerous position. With some luck, the spread shouldn't kick out. So not every entry is so perfect. We need to accept some drawdowns. But this scenario played perfectly. There's big pressure on this imbalance, broke it. Then comes the managing your trade. If I see broken bullish imbalance, it means that the really buyers have nothing to say. They were weak. So once again, price came back to fill this imbalance, as this can be read as a closing the trapped buyers once again. And what happened? Volume decreased. He was decreasing volume while closing these trapped buyers. So if my stop loss would be set here, I was still safe with my position. Then negative imbalance, once again volume decreased. The buyers didn't want to go up, and they gave up. So later also bearish imbalance, so huge, 102 on the bid side. Price even didn't came back. It was a very long wave. I would be focused not on the lower demand, but even here on the equal lows level. Here's also the bearish broken imbalance. So from here, this could be really big wave as 28 pips. Fantastic, and really The managing is important, to watch the imbalances and also the small created supply when you are selling. I definitely prefer to look only for imbalances when I am looking for my entries, but absorption is also happening. So the thing to remember is that we need to see the ranging market. This is very important. As here were also, yes, the buyers were absorbed by sellers, but it was this compression without last push. So joining the market here was very dangerous. This is better to wait to see the whole complete pattern. And yeah, that's it. I see that the absorption is happening usually when we see the very strong liquidity grab, or during the red folders news, because red folders news is creating so huge move, so high candle, that this is like closing the previous forgotten trapped buyers or sellers, or refilling the older orders, and then is the huge absorption. Wait a few minutes to see if price is really ranging, and then you can try to look for entry with the, as always, decreasing volume. But for me, honestly, easier is to find the imbalances. I maybe took just few trades using the absorption. This is really just a good sign that something is happening, so please look for this only on the zones, not no man's land. The pattern need to be complete on the zone to make our trade safe. There's no rush. I know that sometimes we are waiting 3, 4, 5 hours, but there comes the trading plan to remember how long we should be in front of charts, to not be slave, to not be tired. Yes, tired trader is weaker trader. So if something is taking too much time, leave the charts. Easy, and feel the day.